How can you buy back your time? So we have to discuss the fast track to achieving professional goals. That is buying back your time. Buy time. How do I put it, Mr. Felix? Buy your time, right? Buy your time. Buy your time. So people don't understand how they can buy back. So it's going to be discovering of the ultimate, the fast track to achieving your professional goals. So we always tell us every day that as you go into business, as a businessman, as a business entrepreneur, you are hoping that the business will give you four things. Number one, it must give you time freedom. Turn on time freedom. The business sometimes will give you financial freedom. Turn on financial freedom. So the business will give you financial freedom, and the business will give you, number three is what? Freedom of expression, right? Freedom of expression. And freedom of what? Mobility. Freedom of mobility. So every business that is not giving you these four things is not going to work. And one of them is not one and leave the other three is four. Because you have all the money and you don't have all the time. You are still sabotaging yourself. Mr. Josh, can I see it? You buy one and you leave the other one. Yes, sorry. When you go into business, you expect to do this, okay? So, okay, yes. So what we are going to talk about today is a lot, how we can buy back time. And there are two ways to buy back time. Number one, you can buy back time with your money. Tell no money. Number one, to buy back time is your money. You can use money to buy back time. Number two, you use leverage. Tell no leverage. So you use two of them. And before you must build it. Leverage is you must build, you must cultivate. So we have to cover so many agenda today, or so many topics, subtopic today. So I don't know where to even write out this thing, but I don't like it. Let me say like agenda or topics to cover today. The first one we're going to look at 1,000 to 1. How do I put it? 1,000 to 1. That is the first thing we'll look at. Number two, we'll be looking at time versus money. We're looking at time versus money. Number three, we'll be looking at rapid results. So these are what we're looking at today. Rapid results. Number four, we're looking at cause and effects. Cause and effects. Cause and effects. Cause and effects. The next one we're looking at the wisdom of Solomon. The wisdom of Solomon. The wisdom of Solomon concerning time. Right? Then we can learn something from there. The wise soul, how to buy back your time. That's number 6. These are the 6 things we'll look at. How to buy back your time. So I'm going to cover all this period. So under buy back your time. 1,000 is to 1. Time versus money, rapid results, cause and effect, the wisdom of Solomon, how to buy back your time. We're going to cover all these things so that when you leave this place today, the time you've lost, you can regain it back. Either you use money or use leverage. Any of them you can buy back time. So I want to start writing right now because we have spent a lot of time already. So the first thing I would like us to write on our note is that time is infinite more important than money. I think some few days ago, we tried to tell us that people say that time is money. This is false. This is not true. This is not true. Not true. Not true at all. So time equals money. It's not true. Time is money. It's not true. Time equals money. It's true, but not truth. But time is infinite more important than money. It's the truth. It's not truth. I think we discussed this some time ago, so we clarified this. So today, I want to tell you that time is infinitely more important than what? Money. If you have written that down, shall I? So, when I'm talking about things like money, wealth, success, I cannot talk without mentioning God in between. So I want to show you something in 2 Peter 3 verse 8. 2 Peter 3 verse 8. 2 Peter 3 verse 8. I'm not a pastor. Your church is enough. Tell you, my church is enough. So your church is enough. So I'm not a pastor, but your church is enough. But we have to look at this particular place. And it says something very important. It said that 1,000 years is like one day in the eyes of the Lord. I'm looking at this one. 1,000 is to 1. 1,000 is to 1. That's the phrase I'm looking at right now. So 1,000 is to 1. It happened in the 1 Peter 3 verse 8. He said 1,000 years is one day in the eyes of the Lord. So that's to tell you that it's only the spirit being that can reduce 1,000 years to one day. If God can do one thing that was supposed to be done by man for 1,000 years in one day, he can do that because he's God. Okay, for man to squeeze time, he has to either leverage or buy with money. But it's only God that can do these miracles, the divinity, the infinite intelligence that can make it happen. So for anybody that wants to get more time, he has to either buy back or leverage. So I would like us to write this one down. God can do in a day what will take a man 1,000 years to achieve. God can do in a day what will take man 1,000 years to achieve. God can change the course of 1,000 years in a day. So God can do what will take a man 1,000 years to achieve. God can do that. So apart from God doing that, you have to understand, as a man, God has put a system for you to buy back time, to have more time. And the only way to do that is either you pay or you leverage. We want to look at some of those things today and to give some more notes on it. So God has the ability to collapse the beginning and the end and shorten the distance. So God has the ability to do that. Okay? Like Christ will always say, I'm the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. God will get into the end what he wanted in the beginning, in the first place. That's the circle of God. God can do that. So people with better skill, write this one down. People with better skill, tools, insight, and information. People with better skills, tools, insight, and information can achieve work with lesser time. Can achieve work on a project with lesser time. People with better skill, people with tools, insight, and information can get work done with lesser time or achieve a project with lesser time. So once you have a better skill, you have better tools, insight, and information, can get work done with lesser time. You can get work done with lesser time or achieve a time with progress. So you can be so skillful, you can have better tools, you can better insight and better information, you can get work done with lesser time or achieve a project with less time. But apart from that, you want to actually be in charge, you have to buy with money or you leverage on people to buy back their time, to get back more time for yourself. So people with better skills, tools, insight, and information, they can get work done with lesser time and achieve a better project with less time. So that will lead me to where I want us to go before we get to time versus money. I want to look at Ephesians 5, 16, 15 to 16. Ephesians, that still buy back this time. That is 1,000 years. Ephesians 5, 15 to 16. And you know why I bring this up is because I want you to know that even God himself wants us to redeem back the time. He said that we should not work like fools. We should redeem back the time because the days are what? Evil. Redeem simply means to buy back. Buy back. God even showed us when in the case of Christ, when Christ came to redeem back man to himself. So he actually bought a man with his blood. So I would like us to write this one down. Fools waste time, spend time, and lose time, but the wise buy back time. Fools waste time, spend time, and lose time, but the wise buy time. Fools, foolish people, they waste time, spend time, and lose time, but the wise buy time. Fools don't value time. Wise value time. So the fools, they waste time. The fools, they spend time, and they also lose time. But the wise buy back time. Fools don't value time. The wise value time. That is why you can see people, the youth of today, we need to wake up from sleep and slumber. If you give a billionaire appointment by 8 o'clock, he'll be there. But you see the children of today, we don't want to keep to time. We can't give excuses that you can use Gary and lick on that. That's their excuses. Oh, my auntie swallow wheelbarrow. My uncle swallow shovel. But why did you come late? Why did you not read the book? Why did you do this? They always have excuses. And I keep telling us excuses are the currency we use to buy failure. So if you keep giving excuses in your life not to buy back time, and you are selling your time because I'm going to give it. I think that Ephesians 5, 15 to 16. Start by reading. Say that, oh foolish ones, you are wasted your time, blah blah blah. And he now came and said, don't be like fools, but redeeming the time because the days are what? Evil. That means fools waste time, spend time, and lose time. And the wise buy back time. Full stop. Fools don't value time. The wise value time. It's just as simple as that. Most of us waste time on television every day, on Facebook, on social media, watching successful people, not having time to invest on themselves, to discover that given virtues already embedded in them, for them to bring it to the world, for the world to also celebrate them. I don't have issue celebrating success, but when will the world celebrate your own success? So you can see, I want us to write this one down. If you work, if you must work, work to buy back time, not to sell time. If you must work to buy back time, and not to sell time. If you must work, that's the Bible says, redeeming back the time. Don't be like fools, redeem back the time, because the days are evil. If you go learn in a day what will take you a years, what will take you 1 year to discover, God says, buy it, do it. If you can learn in a day what will take you 1 year to discover, why not learn it? Why not buy back the time? If you can learn in a day what will take you 1 year to learn, why not learn it? Why not learn everything you would have learned in a year in 1 day? You have other days to do the things you want to do for yourself. And I would like us to also write this one down. The difference between fools and the wise is that fools don't value time and wise people value time. That's the only difference between a foolish person and a wise person. You can see that this one don't value time, one value time. And how do you know they value time? What they do with time determines whether somebody value time or not. You waste time in things that is not improving you, it's not improving your financial life, it's not improving your emotional life, it's not improving your spiritual life, it's not improving you in any way. You just wasted those time. And those things are like gossiping, backbiting, all those things you see that makes people not to. I say the difference between a fool and a wise is that fools don't value time and wise will value time. You are writing that one down, shall I? The only difference between a fool and a wise, and what they do is what you do today that will make sure, that will make you know whether you're a foolish person or a wise person. So don't write this one down, but listen to me. Buy the ability to achieve in a day what will otherwise take you years of trial by error, frustration and disappointment, setbacks and letdown, of just do it, just buy back. So you don't have to spend those frustration, those disappointment. So write this one down. The reason you need to buy time is that time is infinitely more important than money. The reason you need to buy time, is that time is more important than money. That's the reason you need to buy time. This example I normally use. If I'm going to give you 1 million naira today, you will collect the money. But I'm going to give you the money, I say don't wake up tomorrow morning. Will you still collect the monly? They are not talking to me now. If I'm going to give you 1 million naira today, if you collect the money, can I see on top? Seriously, I'm going to dash you the money. Will you collect the money? Yes, sir. Will you collect the money? Yes, sir. If I give you the 1 million naira, I say don't wake up tomorrow, will you still collect the money? No way. You will not collect the money. That means you value your life more than what? Time. Okay. Anytime you go to buy the day you went to buy your phone, you always buy, you value that phone more than the money you have in your hand. That was why you're ready to part with the money to collect the phone. Yes or yes? The day you went to buy that your shoe you are wearing right now, you took money that you have to go and give somebody to collect it because you value that shoe more than the money in your hand. That's why you gave out that money to collect that shoe. Yes or yes? The day you went to buy anything you are buying today with money, that means you place more value on that thing for you to be able to give money. What the less value, you always give something you perceive to be less value to something you perceive to become what? More valuable. Then write this one down. If your money runs out, you can always make some more money. But if your time runs out, no amount of money will matter to you. If your money runs out, you can always make some money, some more. If your money runs out, you can always make some more. If your money runs out, you can always make some more money. If your money runs out, you run out of money, you can always make more money. That's the truth in life. You don't have money today, tomorrow you can make money. Today you can make money, next week you don't have money. If money runs out, you can always make money. But if your time runs out, no amount of money will matter to you. If your time runs out, no amount of money will matter to you. Abacha had the money of the whole Nigeria, but he didn't have all the time again to live. If his money the money could not save him. If your money runs out, you can always make some more money. But if your time runs out, no amount of money will matter to you. All of us that are more than 10 years, we cannot buy back those 10 years. Those 10 years are already gone. But you can always make more money tomorrow and next tomorrow. That's not the problem. So what you need to understand that the day you realize that you have two lives to live, and the first one, the second one starts the day you realize that there's only one life. You have two lives to live, but the second one starts when you understand that you only have one life to live. That you live that one life as if that's the end of it all. Because we don't have two actually. We have two lives, but the day you realize the day you know the second one, the day you realize I only have one. You're going to live that one life as if it's the end. Because there's nothing to get back if you lose this particular life that we are living today. And continue making money anytime to the day your time runs out. Full 50 million now, you will be safe for sure, 100% sure guarantee. You will give that money to even get back. I've seen people that sell lands to get back their life. They sell land to treat themselves. That is why you see that your time means more to you than any amount of money. If you can continue any money until the day your time runs out, full stop, your time means more to you than any amount of money. So that means don't spend time for money, but spend money to buy time. Don't spend time for money. Spend thinking that time is money. They work for money. They go to work. They trade their time for 8 hours in a day, 5 days in a week, 40 hours for this money. If you understand leverage, the only thing you should work for in this life is to leverage. Something that will help you do a bigger work with little or no effort. Like wheelbarrow, you're carrying a big load with a little or no effort. Imagine that I spent 5 hours on myself, invested in myself today, and I get 2 people or 3 people or 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also tell them they can also spend the equal hour to invest in themselves. And they go out to put in the 5 hours. 5 hours times 6 is 30 hours. Yes or yes? Plus my own 5 hours. That's what? 35 hours in a day of 24 hours. That means I have used 35 hours in a day of 24 hours. I have no time because I'm not going to work on my effort alone. I'm going to leverage on the input of those people too in the business. So you should work to build the leverage than working for time, because leverage is the only way you can buy time without money. But if you want to buy time with money, you can own a company, own a factory, which will demand that you need more money. Okay, let me explain something to you. If you are going to build, let me say something to you. You have 100 contacts in your phone. 100 contacts in your phone. Let me use black marker. 100 contacts in your phone. 100 contacts in your phone. Which I know most of us have more than 100 contacts. And then you invite these 100 people. And the 100 people also have, let's say 10 of them shows up, 10. 10 says yes. 10 said yes to your business. And this is you. You have 10 people that say yes to your business. Do you also believe that 10 of them has up to 100 contacts in their phone? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? The greatest tool you can leverage on today is your phone. Turn your phone. If you don't have to leverage on it, you can be struggling today as if they punish you. And imagine that 100 of them, 10 of them, 100 contacts. And let's say like you, 10 people said yes out of their contacts. 10 say, that means each of the 10 will have 10, 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 each of the 10 will have 10. That is total of 100 people. Yes or yes? In your team. Let's just say that you make just 10 naira. 10 naira from 100 people. That's how much is that? 10 naira in a day. How much is that? How much is that? Take 1,000. 1,000 naira. You make 10 naira from 100 people now. You just add 10 here. It's 1,000 now. It's 1,000 naira a day. 10 naira for 100 people. 10 naira for 100 people. 10 naira for 100 people. It's 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira. Yes or yes? Just 10 naira. 10 naira. 10 naira. I'm going to show you something very important today. You have 100 contacts. You leverage on them to come and learn what you are learning about millionaire skill. Tell them millionaire skill. For them to learn how to become the ultimate version of themselves. For them to learn how to attract millions monthly. And out of the 100 people, you say, come and learn how to become the best version of yourself. How you can become the bolder version of yourself. The bigger version of yourself. The ultimate version. The way that God created. Come and discover how you can become better. Come and become better. So, and they also, out of 100, 90 people say no to you. I'm not interested to become more. I'm not to become a millionaire. I'm not interested. I just want to survive. No problem. Out of 100 of them, say, I like what I'm hearing. I want to come every morning to impact my life. And then you tell them, this is what I did, though. I actually wrote 100 names and invited 100 people. But 10 of you, why not 10 of you do the same thing? And they also went and do the same thing. And you know what happened to you? They also have 10 people. That means you have 110 people in your organization. Yes or yes? Imagine this is just the first set of people you are talking to. The second we are talking to. Let's talk about the next level. Let's just say that 100 of them has 100 contacts in their phone. Yes or yes? And also the same thing. That means you have 1,000 people in your team right now. Yes or yes? Imagine that you are just making 10,000 from them. That's about how much now? 10,000 naira. Making 10,000 naira in a day times 10 days is how much? 10 days is how much? 100,000. 20 days is how much? 200,000. 30 days is how much? 300,000 naira. Just for leveraging on 10 naira. So 10 naira. Let me come back and explain something you understand very well right now. If I start this picture I'm going to show to you right now, I think we won't come back to buying back your time using leverage. Tell on leverage. I'm going to come to give you more notes. This is consumers. Tell on consumers. Issues must be solved. And if need, they don't need. This is a solution. Put yourself between aspiration and people that need to meet their aspiration, achieve. Let's just come on this mate. Let's say achieve. All the aspiration must be achieved. Put yourself between issues and solutions that must be provided. Needs and want. Put yourself, and let me show you all the companies that have done this. What happened to them? Let me start with human being first. Awolowo came here. Awolowo came here and positioned himself. Awolowo with Coca-Cola. Tell them Coca-Cola. When Coca-Cola came to Nigeria, they sold 25 bottles in a year. 25 bottles. Awolowo, they promised him 1 naira. He made 25 naira in a year. He would have quitted. Today, Coca-Cola sells 22 million bottles in a day. 10 a day. You can't make 1 naira. How much is he making a day? 22 million naira every day. Awolowo positioned himself between consumers of Coca-Cola and the manufacturer of Coca-Cola. He positioning. Little or no money with you is to build an organization where you leverage on their contacts. I would like us to write this one down. It is fully to pay more for less. It is fully, that is, it's a foolish thing to do, to pay more for less. It is wisdom to pay less for more. I'm going to explain. It's a foolish thing to, it is fully to pay more for less than to, and it is wisdom to pay less for more. In life, I keep giving an example. It is a foolish thing to, it is fully to pay more for less. It is wisdom to pay less for more. When I went to buy this, my phone, I have money in my hand. That money I have in my hand, I value the phone more than the money. So I gave out the lesser one to collect the more valuable item. When I went to buy my car, the money I have in my hand, I value the car more than the money. So I give less for more value. When I went to buy my land, I have money in my hand. The land is more valuable than my money. So I give out my less for more. In life, it is foolish thing to give more for lesser thing. Because if you value time more than money, then time is infinitely more important than money. So if you give time to collect less, that is a foolish thing to do. You also give lesser thing for a bigger value. If you are with me, shall I? People that don't understand, they sell their time for 24 hours. They sell that for 40 years working for government, and they retire broke and poor and look for who to blame. Oh, they are not paying return benefit. Oh, the government are not taking care of me. How do you want someone else to take care of you more than yourself? Nobody is going to take care of you more than yourself. So don't let the government make you lie to you to make you feel you need to depend on them to survive. You don't need any government to survive. All you need to survive is the Almighty God and your community. No community. This was so I'm putting between the company of us can be here at the same time. Between the company that produce all the product for us, so to pay beverages, and the community you are building, you make money. you're going to leverage on all the people in your organization, and everybody that will ever come till infinity, you know, they ever stop. If you understand this thing, you live your life building a leverage system than working for money, because money is lesser than time. Time is more bigger than money. So don't ever sell bigger something for lesser value. It's a foolish thing to sell something more important to you for a lesser value. It is wise thing to buy big thing with small money. Yes or yes? That's why you see, write this one down. Since time is more important than money, then don't buy money. Then don't buy money with your time. Since time is more important than money, since time is infinitely more important than money, then don't buy money with time. Instead, use money to buy more time. Either you use money or you leverage. Either you use money or you leverage. If you don't understand how to leverage, I'm going to sit down again to explain for you one over again. Since time is infinitely more important than money, then don't buy money with time. Don't buy money with time. Instead, use money to buy more time. How do you buy money with time? Whatever you are doing it because of money. Whatever you are doing because of money. That is using your time to work for money. Use your time to buy money. If what you are doing is because of leveraging, it's because of experience, because of knowledge, that is the only way. Because knowledge, in all that getting, get what? Understanding. If you understand leverage, you will not work for anything in this life. You only work for the leverage. I'm going to come to King Solomon wisdom. I'm going to come to so many things we're going to discuss. I'm seeing here time versus money. Time versus money. Time is more important than money. That's why I am. I've not even gone to rapid result. But when I come to you, understand that a lot of people that are not successful today are not because they never took out time to learn how to leverage. They never took out time how to buy more people's time. See, if I'm going to clean this place alone, this building alone, I'm going to paint this house, this hall alone. It can take me like say a day, 24 hours or 12 hours to paint the hall. But if I give all of us brush and device, say you paint from here, you paint you have 1 hour to do this thing now. All of us can finish painting this in 1 hour. Yes or yes? People that trade their time for money, they do keke, as in they don't spend time doing that keke, they are not making money. That means that keke resonates with their time. The time reciprocates with the equal to the time. That means the day they are not feeling fine, keke is not feeling fine. Yes or yes? The other man is sick, keke is sick. Yes or yes? They're not going to make money. If you want to be successful, your hand should not be on your day-to-day activities like octopus. If your hand is always in your day and you don't have any plan to systematically leave that place, that delegate someone to that, you work for your life till you die. People that make money from tailoring, fashion, they are not the one on the machine. No, they can be on the one on the machine to learn, to understand the system and create a system that they can have people to. Dangote will not be Dangote working in the factory. So you must not work in your business, you have to work on your business through leveraging, internal leveraging. Either you leverage or you use money to buy time. So you can see, I want to make you understand that in this life, don't ever trade time for money. Anything that will make you trade time for money, start thinking, will there ever be a time I will leverage for money? Because let me show you something again here. This is company, this government. If you're working for company, for government, working for yourself to make money, you can survive. Don't survive. If my father was a permanent secretary, and my father is a permanent secretary, can I inherit my father's job? No. If my father was a commissioner of police, and my father is a commissioner of police, can I inherit my father's job? No. But if my father was one of Dangote Group, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Champion Breweries, Noodles, can I inherit my father's job? Yes. But my father built organization. Don't organization. My father built people. Don't live for yourself. Live for people. Live for team. Live for organization. Live for community. Live for business family. If you don't live for these things, okay, you're just wasting your precious time on earth. You are trading your time for money. And the worst thing to ever do, when you come to understand the last day, that God has given you capacity, audacity to discover your own giftings, your own talent, to discover it, develop it, and deploy it. Don't deploy. You are deploying it to people, to team, organization, community, be a family. You are deploying it to something other than you, through you to others. That's how you make money. So people that trade their time for money can never achieve success in life, because the day they stop trading that time, they stop making money. That will not be your portion. Say amen. I know they tell him, hey, I did not know. If I see a good job, I said, when I went to on Friday, I was in Lagos, so I just landed at the airport. Well, the boat guy I booked, I called him. He said, I should look up, this Lagos. You don't pick again. They have cars parked on top like that. So I saw the guy. So I went to the guy, and I was thinking that the guy should negotiate with me. But when we are going to Lekki, and I'm going to see a friend before coming back to Ikeja.